Meanwhile, Philip had delivered his empty trucks and was making his way back to the shunting yard again.
Oh, somebody help me! Hello? Who's that? Thomas?
James, what are you doing up there?
Oh, it's you. Oh, I've had an accident. Ah!
An accident?
Don't come any closer. I think I'm going to fall. Quickly, get help.
See, James? I told you I was very strong.
Yes, thank you. But I still can't get up on the tracks again.
Don't worry. I'll go and get help.
Out of my way! Express coming through!
Out of my way! Mail coming through!
But Gordon didn't get out of Percy's way. Suddenly, Percy was worried.
Oh my! Oh no! Oh help! Whoa! Oh!
Whoa!
Gordon swerved and swayed into a siding. He bashed the buffers and toppled off the tracks. Percy felt terrible. Now he didn't feel bold at all. He felt very silly. He was still thinking about the difficult bend. Thomas went too fast and gave the coaches a mighty biff. The carriages rolled along the line and bumped into James. "Watch what you're doing!" James snorted. "Sorry," Thomas puffed. Thomas was missing Annie and Clarabelle. He would never have biffed into them. Soon Thomas was on his way to pick up the workers at the new station. Difficult bend, he puffed nervously. The difficult bend came nearer and nearer. Thomas was supposed to slow down, but he wanted to get past the bend quickly. So Thomas went faster and faster. The carriages rattled and shook. Soon be over, Thomas said to himself. And it soon was. Luckily, no one was hurt. But Thomas felt sadder than ever.
Clouds of steam filled the air as Sir Handel huffed and puffed along the line. He was still cross when they reached the top station. Sir Handel was hoping for a rest, but his driver thought otherwise. "We'll leave the coaches now and fetch some trucks from the quarry." "Trucks!" snorted Sir Handel. "Trucks! I won't, so there." Sir Handel was about to cause a great deal of trouble. "Told you," said Sir Handel.
Finally! And then there was trouble.
I'm running late! I'm running late! I'm running...
One of Connor's coupling rods had come loose, and he'd nearly been derailed.
Maybe I was going too fast.
Poor Connor had to be taken to the steamworks, where the engineers quickly replaced the damaged coupling rod. But Connor was not happy.
Goods train coming through!
Gordon!
Rebecca, get out of my way!
Points! Quick! Switch the points! Oh, I'm so sorry, Gordon. Are you all right?
Rebecca. Oh, if I had only stopped or slowed down, none of this would have happened. Oh, silly old me.
Oh, don't worry, Gordon. We all make mistakes.
Thank you, Rebecca. Now I realize you were right to do things your own way, and I was wrong to tell you how to do your job.
Oh, thank you, Gordon.
Oh, it wasn't a dumping place. It was a railway line. Oliver had been repaired and Thomas was bringing him back to the dig site.
Max and Monty are good, hard workers. But just remember, it's better to let them compete against each other than to try and beat them at their silly games.
OK, Oliver. Thanks for that. I'll bear it in mind from now on.
Max and Monty had caused an accident.
Oh.
Bill tried his best to get on with his work, but the Troublesome Trucks had spotted a chance for a tease. Poor Bill. He works, he suffers, while Ben, his twin, gets brand new buffers. This made Bill very cross. I might not have new buffers, he said, but I still know how to biff a truck. No, Mavis cried. But it was too late. Ben puffed into the quarry with his shiny new buffers just in time to hear, "Bust my buffers!" cried Bill. "I think you have," said Ben. When the Fat Controller arrived and saw Bill's broken buffers, he was not happy. "You have behaved badly, Bill," the Fat Controller said. "Do you have anything to say for yourself?" "Yes, sir. I'm sorry, sir," said Bill. "Before you get new buffers," the Fat Controller continued, "I want you to think about what it means to be a responsible, reliable engine." "Yes, sir," answered Bill meekly. Out on the branch line, Percy was having trouble with trucks. Faster we go, pull him along, don't let him slow." "Help!" cried Percy. His driver applied the brakes, but it was too late. He went off the rails at Bulgy's Bridge. Luckily, no one was hurt. Bertie arrived and was pleased Percy was all right, but he was also very cross. "You've blocked the road," Bertie snapped. He was worried he wouldn't get the gentleman of the railway board to the demonstration on time. Smiled.
"I'm sure Gordon hasn't been in the photograph yet. I must find the photographer again."
Further down the track, Thomas found the photographer. He was waiting to take a photograph of James.
"If I whoosh and whoosh, I can be in James's photograph."
Thomas's wheels whirred. He raced up to James just as the camera went flash.
"Bye, James." Flash, bang, wallop.
James was so surprised he hit the buffers and his wheels bounced off the track.
Rattle my rods!
But Thomas didn't know. Thomas puffed as fast as he could, but he wasn't watching where he was going. Thomas didn't notice that the points had been changed. Thomas puffed into the sidings and biffed into the buffers. Sticky toffee splattered everywhere. "Oh no," moaned Thomas. "I can't give the children train rides when I'm this messy. If only I'd been thinking about what I was doing." Then Thomas saw an old line. This gave him an idea. "A shortcut," puffed Thomas. "If I go that way, I can still get the toffee to the party on time." The next day, Donald was in a bad mood. Duck could see he was getting too close to the buffers. "Look out!" he shouted, but it was too late. Donald's driver was very cross. "This wouldn't have happened if you were working with Douglas," he said. Donald knew he was right, and Duck knew he couldn't pull Donald back onto the rails. So he went for help. Douglas was sadly finishing his work as Duck steamed into the depot.
Donald's in trouble, said Duck. Donald in trouble, Douglas cried. I'm on my way. And he steamed off as fast as he could.
No! Thomas! Watch out!
I can't stop!
Luckily, nobody was hurt.
Once again, Thomas, you have caused confusion and delay.
I didn't mean to, sir. But Bertie had been teasing me, and I was still feeling cross.
Which means you weren't paying attention. That's how accidents happen.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry, sir.
He wished. Edward raced on. Mustn't be late, mustn't be late. But then, Edward had to stop at a junction. He didn't know which way was the fastest track to take to the farm. Edward was in such a rush, he didn't ask the signalman. Stop! Shouted the signalman. That track is closed. Edward rattled round a bend and straight into a barrier. Parcels flew everywhere. I'll never deliver the parcels on time now, he moaned. Edward felt terrible. Soon the parcels were loaded back into Edward's trucks. Edward knew now he had to ask for help. I must find Percy. I will ask him what to do. So Edward steamed off to the repair yard.
Is everyone okay?
Oh, that was great!
No, it wasn't, Ace. That was...
Wow! Thomas, what a ride! Woo!
Oh, we should have stayed with Nia. It wasn't nice to play a trick on her.